What's going on, man? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron, and today I got something new for you guys, man. We usually do football videos. Sometimes we do basketball videos. I've done a UFC video in the past, but today we're gonna get some gaming content for you guys. Today we're gonna take over the Jets, and we're gonna really fix this franchise. I'm a Jets fan. It's been a sad last 5 years. It's been sad since Sanchez left, and that's saying something. Before I get too deep into this, make sure you go down below and subscribe. And make sure you join the Discord, man. We got all kinds of stuff going on in there, but I won't get too into detail on that. Today I wanted to come out with a Madden video, and if it gets some positive feedback and stuff, I'll keep making these Madden videos. But I thought this was the perfect storm to come out here, do a Jets rebuild. We just had Adam Gase fired. Thank fucking God. We just had Justin Fields go crazy. Ohio State versus Clemson in the semifinals in the fucking, I don't know, was it the Sugar Bowl? Justin Fields looks juicy. The Jets are now an interesting team going into this offseason. We've had some shitty coaching, but now it's our time to really come into here and get going. We're gonna change Adam Gase out, obviously. It's gonna be we're gonna make a custom coach real quick. I'll come back after I'm done making the custom coach. You guys will see in a minute who we're gonna be rocking with. All right, so as you guys can see, we're coming in here as Joe Brady. He was the OC with the Panthers. Now, I want him. He's like probably my favorite head coaching candidate for the Jets. Now, I will say before we get into anything too crazy, I'll show you guys the settings real quick. This is the setup. I got a couple of rules here. We're gonna go all Madden simulation. We're not one of these fucking candy shops, Chuck E. Cheese ass Madden channels. I've been watching some of these channels trying to figure out what kind of content I want to make in Madden. A lot of these guys out here are running on arcade mode. They're not running on all Madden. And on arcade mode, you can pretty much just lob up any pass. You can be rolling off your back foot, and it just forces big plays to happen. Simulation is what you want because it gives you it says authentic experience. It's like pretty much the closest it's going to get to actual real life NFL stuff, and that's what we want. In this, there's going to be no injuries. Everything else is going to be on 9-minute quarters. I'm only going to jump in if it's the semifinals or if it's the Super Bowl. I'm also only going to be able to use the Ask Madden play calls. To be honest with you guys, I'm pretty drippy at Madden. I can probably fuck up the CPU pretty bad if I'm using my playbooks. And in the future, I might even do head-to-heads. I'm decent at Madden. I'm pretty good. We're pretty much going to try and flip this Jets team around these next 5 years until 2025. That's the window, the championship window. Hopefully, Joe Brady, obviously, he'd get hired like in the offseason. It's week 17 now. I went in. I forced all the correct wins for week 17, so we get the most accurate draft order because that's what we want. We want things to be realistic. And on top of that, I have my own draft class. It's just TFG's draft class, but I tinkered a couple of things with the running backs, wide receivers, and quarterbacks because I felt like some of his shit was a little bit off. So I fixed some of that. Before we even take a look at these contracts, we're gonna look at the team real quick, and I'll kind of say what direction we're going in. Right now, I want this to be as realistic as possible, but I also want this not to be a super slow rebuild. I want to kind of like in real life, if we were to try and turn around the ships, which I hope is what we do. You know what I mean? I hope that we get a Joe Brady in here. We make some right draft choices, and we really surround whoever we get at number 2 with some talent. And now what that does is it sort of gives up the idea that I'm going to give away Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's going to be off this team. We're going to build around the number 2 pick. I'm not bought in with Sam. As a Jets fan, I've seen enough, man. I've seen enough. It's ugly. Every single Sunday we see it. You can't throw for under 10 touchdowns in a season. I know he only had like 13 games played. Maybe he ended the season around 11, but I just can't. I can't buy into it. I know that Gase has been bad. I know all that. I know the Ryan Tannehill thing. He left Gase. He was awesome. He's too deep into his contract. We'd have to commit too much money into him before we even know if he's a franchise QB. I'm just not with it. So Donald's going to be gone. Mekhi Becton, meh. That guy is an absolute Spartan. He is an absolute gladiator-looking dude. He's going to be our left tackle of the future. And then these wide receivers, nobody's safe besides Denzel Mims. Denzel Mims is the guy I'd really like to build around as like our wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 type guy. I don't know how he doesn't have any kind of development trait. I kind of hate that for Madden. He's a guy that's shown some promise. And if you guys follow the Dynasty fantasy football videos on this channel, you know that I'm a big Denzel Mims guy. Now, CJ Mosley, he's going to be out of here. He's a guy who sat out this season. He's not committed to this team. He could get cut. I'm not sure. And the rest of this team, there's really not much to build around. I think May's a guy I know that they want to bring back. So because it's going to be realistic, we'll bring back May. Personally, I think he's good, but he's not a like all-pro safety. Safety's not a premium position. He doesn't have super high upside. But I mean, if we can sign him for cheap, then fine. Quinn Williams is also cool to build around. Personally, if I was building this team, IRL, I'm not really gonna build around an interior pass rusher. You know, these aren't guys that are going to make or break your football team. I know he had 8 sacks, which is super impressive. but he's not going to. Outside of Aaron Donald, not many interior D linemen are really pushing the needle or moving the needle either way. I'd much rather have an outside edge rusher kind of guy. But because Q's out here, and because I love him, bro, brace face coming into the league, fucking blessed himself before the draft or whatever. I don't know why Gerald McCoy's even on the team. I didn't even know that he got signed, to be honest with you. But this D line's pretty much gonna stay the same. They're probably just gonna be these three up front. And corner's not looking great. Nothing's really looking great on defense, to be honest with you, outside of Quinn and Williams. CJ Mosley will definitely be gone. All right, so here's what the team's looking like. Mekhi Becton, superstar. Jamison Crowder already regressed to just a star. So Jamison Crowder's probably going to be out of here. We might literally cut him, or maybe we'll trade him away. So now we're going to look at who we're going to re-sign. Marcus May is definitely a guy that we'll re-sign. The thing really comes down to, I don't know if he's going to accept. We'll see if we can get him in for like, man, maybe shorter term. He's already 28. Maybe like a 2-year deal. 2-year deal, like $5 million salary. I don't mind that. What do you say, Mark? Oh my god. Oh my god. Nobody wants to play. Oh my god. We might not get a single boy. What about Frankie Louva? Frankie Louva's a guy that I like. Oh my, I can't even get a 69 overall to sign? All right, bet. We're not signing anybody. We're not re-signing anybody. I don't give a shit, man. We're not re-signing anybody. Get out of here with all that. I'll wait to make some trades at the draft. I'll wait till the draft, and we're probably going to move on from Jamison Crowder, probably going to move on from Sam Darnold, and we're probably going to move on from CJ Mosley. Who do we got coming in here? Actually, we're going to usually there's a good wide receiver in free agency. I think the only scenario where the Jets would cut Jamison Crowder is if there was like a really good wide receiver in free agency, but I just don't see one. Now, running back, we might want to just get somebody that's like kind of young, just as like a depth piece, because like we're literally out here repping like under 70 overalls. Matt Breida is a guy that I like, still star dev. We'll give him a little some to come in there, be a depth piece, a lot of speed. Now Juju Smith-Schuster is a guy I like. I think that he's somebody that can genuinely come in here and sign. I could see him signing with the Jets. I really do think that that's not that far out of bounds. He only has the Ravens giving him an offer. I'm not sure that he would want to play against the... I mean, honestly, he probably would want to play against the Steelers twice a year. I feel like... I'm not sure he's that happy over there. No one's giving Jonnu Smith an offer? Okay, bet. We'll give Jonnu Smith 4 years? At 26? Fine. Jonnu Smith is actually a really dope signing. That's a guy I really like on the Titans, man. He's been waiting on that breakout. He finally broke out this year. Or I mean, he's been breaking out here and there. We'll get J.R. Sweezy as like a depth piece. Hopefully we can really draft some pieces here. This free agent class isn't really that nice, to be honest with you guys. Now, defensive line, we're going to definitely keep the same. Outside linebacker. Tyus Bowser's a guy that I think, what is he? He's a power rusher probably. Speed rusher. Yeah, let's get a speed rusher in there for a 3-4 defense. I like Tyus Bowser. He's a guy that doesn't get a lot of hype on the Ravens defense because you do have Matthew Judon. They have somebody on the other side that I can't think of. Maybe Pernell McPhee, if I was to guess. I want to say Pernell McPhee, and then he kind of gets stuck behind them. He never really gets to go out there and pass rush. We're also going to get Leonard Floyd for the other side. We're going to go out here. We're going to pick up 2 pass rushers because this is a problem that the Jets have been having for years, man. We're going to get some young corners. Get Garyon Conley real quick. I think that he's somebody that we can just plug in real quick. And then I also like, what's his name? Fabian Morrow. We'll bring him in real quick too. Now our safeties, or actually we don't even have Marcus May right now. So we'll take a look his way. Ashton Davis is a guy that I want to build around. I like him. He's like a track dude. We'll see if Marcus May wants to come back. We'll give him. I would really just prefer we front load a contract like this. So we really don't have any reason to not spend this money over the next 2 years. You know what I mean? 96 total points. That's probably got to be first. All right. So Marcus May's in there. I also would like if we could turn Carl Joseph into a middle linebacker. I like the idea of that in our 3-4 scheme. And all right, we should be good to go. Let's see if anybody accepts. All right, so we got Marcus May. I think everybody accepted. Yeah, all right, everybody accepted. Now we're gonna go to the draft, fellas. Now in the draft, I'm probably gonna pause it and make a few moves real quick because I want Sam out of here. I want CJ Mosley out of here. We're gonna end up keeping Jamison Crowder because there weren't any good wide receivers. Whereas in real life, a lot of these wide receivers that are gonna be out here, Allen Robinson, Will Fuller. We're gonna have so Allen Robinson, Will Fuller, Juju, Corey Davis. I want to say Chris Godwin is going to be a free agent. There's a crazy class. So if we end up getting one of those guys, I could definitely see Joe Douglas parting ways with Jamison Crowder because his contract is extremely cut. Like, it's super easy to cut. Now let's take a look at some of these salaries real quick. Like I said, I think CJ Mosley and Donald are going to be out of here. Team.5. Yeah, see, Jamison Crowder's making a bunch of money, and there's only $1 million penalty to cut him. He's a guy that's like super easy to cut. But we'll get Darnold and Mosley out of here. Not sure why Mosley was ever signed to that big deal in the first place. He's an aging inside linebacker. That's never really something that's optimal for your franchise. We'll see what we can get for Darnold here. All right, D-League 7. So we got Sam Darnold in a 4th, and we changed it in for the number 23 overall pick. I don't think this is too far to bounce. To me, Sam Darnold is worth probably like an early to mid-second round. So we throw in a 4th in there, and we get our way into the 1st round. I think this would be a really good move if the Jets could make it. I'm not sure. We'll see what Joe Douglas does, but this is my version of the realistic rebuild that I think that they could end up doing this season. And on top of that, we're gonna send CJ Mosley too. I'll see if I can find somebody that's interested. All right, we just traded CJ Mosley for Antonio Gibson. Not really anything crazy, but we offload an expensive contract. We get one of my favorite players in the league, Antonio Gibson, and it makes it so now we don't really have to draft a running back. We have Antonio Gibson, we have Matt Breida. We should be good. I don't really want to burn any draft capital on a running back position that to me doesn't matter. Maybe it matters more in the Madden sim than it does in real life, but to me they just don't matter. So now we'll see who the Jaguars end up picking. It should be Trevor Lawrence. There it is. All right. Now with this pick, a lot of thoughts going to go into this pick in the offseason. I think people are going to be talking about Fields versus Wilson for a very long time, probably all the way up until May. But we're going with our guy, Justin Fields, man.
Friend here, Justin. He's already taken. And he's cracked at Fortnite, my guy.
He just went crazy against Clemson. I don't know. I've never been somebody that ever had Zach Wilson above Justin Fields. And Justin Fields beating Clemson the way he did, 385 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, more touchdowns than incompletions, or maybe as many. That's just insane to me. He proved himself to me. And Zach Wilson hasn't done it. He's only done it for 1 year. Justin Fields has now done it for 2 years. He's looked very good. Trevor Lawrence was the number 1 rated player coming out of high school, but Fields was number 2. He's a historically good quarterback prospect. I think Fields will be the first overall pick in the last like 3-4 draft classes. I think he's that good. So we get Justin Fields, and the Falcons get Jamar Chase, which is very interesting to have him next to Calvin Ridley and then have him next to Julio Jones. Maybe one of them are going to be gone very soon if that happens. Kwity pass rusher to the Dolphins. That's kind of a weird pick. Gregory Rousseau to the Bengals. Okay. What do the Eagles go? Penei Sewell. That's very interesting for them. I mean, they already have kind of a stacked O-line. They just all get hurt. Kyle Pitts to the Lions is outrageous. They already have TJ Hawkinson. I'm not sure why they would ever do that. I kind of hate that's even happening. What do the Broncos go with? Zach Wilson. That's very interesting for the Broncos. I hope that they go Zach Wilson. Brenton Cox out of Florida for the Chargers. That's not really a generational pick. Patrick Surtain for the Cowboys. That would be huge. The number 1 corner in this class at 11. The Giants go Dylan Moses, middle linebacker, whatever. Azeez Ojulari, pass rusher to the Niners. Cade Mays, right guard to the Vikings. That'd be a really good pickup for them. Oh, now we're just getting to the players that I really haven't even heard of. Devonta Smith to the Cardinals. That'd be interesting. Him, Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins. I'm not sure what they're going to do at running back next year. But I honestly like just going through these, or at least just the 2021 players. Justin Ross to the Dolphins. People forget about Justin Ross, man. If he had played this year, he'd be up there like top 15, top 20 consideration. He was very good with T. Higgins. Kind of like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson was the same with Justin Ross and T. Higgins. Maybe T. Higgins was more of the 1A, though. Rondale Moore, that's a prospect I'm very interested in. Wish that he was kind of on the clock for us. Now the Bucks get a pick here. All right, now we're on the clock, boys. This is the Steelers pick, I believe. Let's see what we can do here. Who's going to be on the clock? Not a lot of these players are scouted for me. Man, so how many players do we even... Oh, my God, that's it? Okay. I'm thinking we probably get one of these wide receivers. Even though that they say that they're bad, I really don't even believe them, to be honest with you. Now, it really depends on who... Jalen Waddle, I know, should be faster. So, 5th, deep route is amazing. Rashad Bateman. He's like a strong receiver. We already have that in Mim, so I think we're just going to go Jalen Waddle. He's a guy that's very interesting. I'm not sure I'm going to be as high on him as like consensus and all that, but just because he does kind of feel like Henry Ruggs to me, but maybe I'm wrong. I gotta look at his college numbers, all that. I haven't really done the kind of research that I need to yet. 73 hidden. I'll take that at wide receiver. We'll line him up on the outside. Him and Mims, Crowder at slot. I don't mind that at all. And maybe we can get a little somebody on defense here at 27. This, I believe, would be the Seahawks pick. Thankfully, we don't have to take a running back. Damn, Paulson Adebo is looking so good. Damn. Oh my god, this guy's really looking like a fourth. Very agile, this Samuel Cosme. Maybe we'll just go Liam Eichenberg, right tackle. I know it says early third round projection, but we'll take him. 70 overall hidden, we'll take that. Now, this is a little bit weirder. This is going to be realistic because it has all the names from this draft class, but I don't have them as scouted as I would the other draft classes. You know what I mean? And I didn't make this draft class, so I don't know who's good and who's bad. I'm not out here pulling strings like maybe some other Madden YouTubers where they have fucking these draft classes that they know by heart. They know who has the best development trait, all that. I honestly kind of like going into the drafts raw.
Hey, yo.
But I think with this one, we're just going to go... Man, these running backs looking juicy. I mean, I might just go with this guy because he's just straight up a mid-first round talent. 76 hidden. I've never even heard of Carlos Basham, and I followed the draft pretty hard. All right, now we'll look at the next pick. All right, so now we're on the clock. Third pick, second overall. Is there anybody that I know the name of on here? Wow, Kyle Trask and Mac Jones still available? I mean, at this point in the draft, in the third round, if Kyle Trask and Mac Jones are there, the Jets would have no choice but to just take him. Now, I don't know any of these guys or if any of these guys are good. Like, I obviously know who Seth Williams is, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I know that those guys are good. I just don't know what's good with this draft class. But I like the idea of pairing... I mean, is there anybody like... Man... I don't have any of these guys scouted even a little bit. I think that we're just gonna go take a little shot at Israel Mukwamu. Or actually, nah, we'll take a little shot on Eric Stokes. I like that name. I know him out of Georgia. 68 normal. Ooh, not good. No bueno. And that's gonna do it for us with the draft. All right, guys. Now we're in the preseason of year number 2. Let's see what the lineup's looking like. We got some question marks of what we need to do here, and just like our first real season of this. This is the lineup right now though. Currently, we got Waddle at number 2. I guess we have Crowder at number 1. Waddle at 2. We're gonna put Mims because he doesn't have a dev trait. That's what sucks. I wish that he had a dev trait, but he doesn't. So that's gonna be the lineup there for sure. So I'm gonna generate best lineup first for sure. All right, so let me definitely put Mims over Braxton fucking Berrios. That would just be insane. But so now we have Antonio Gibson, Matt Breida behind him. I like that. Fields at QB. Hopefully he can pan out a little bit here. O-line is decent. I thought we got Jonnu Smith, but I guess we didn't. Now we're rocking out with Chris Herndon. Now here's the biggest problem. We're running a 3-4 defense. Problem is now we have Carl Basham Jr., who's a hidden dev trait. But I honestly like Fatu Kasi and Franklin Myers. And then we also have Henry Anderson that we can move. So now I got to figure out if we're going to move Quinnen Williams here. I know that he's somebody that we should build around. Or that in real life we would build around, but I could see a spot where if we draft a guy that we know is going to be good, that we move Quinnen Williams. We really need an inside middle linebacker. We really need a stud corner. We really need a tight end. We really need a stud wide receiver. I would love to trade Jamison Crowder. We're going to go into the trade spot. I think Quinnen Williams is going to be gone. I really don't think that's too wild. Quinnen Williams was not a guy that Joe Douglas drafted, if I'm correct. I think that his only draft was just this year with Mekhi Becton. So maybe he just moves on from the interior D lineman, Quinnen Williams. I've seen enough. I've seen Muhammad Wilkerson. I've seen Sheldon Richardson. I've seen fucking Leonard Williams. I've seen it all. We do not need another interior D lineman on the Jets. If in real life, I would love for this move to happen. So now I'm going to go try and find the trade partner. I'll be right back, fellas. All right, so I couldn't find anybody that wanted Quinnen Williams or anything that made sense. I'm going to see if any of them on the D-line really has a droppable contract, to be honest with you. Henry Anderson, bonuses, so penalty. Huh? How much dead cap if I just cut Henry Anderson? Henry Anderson probably has to go. You have free to net 8.2 in cap room. Incurred. Okay, fine. Get him out of here. We'll just have a little stable of young guys. I think that we're just going to move our rookie to right end, or wherever Quinnen Williams doesn't play, pretty much. And then we're just going to roll with that, I think. All right, so this is what we're officially working with on defense. I don't think that this is really a team that's going to win now. I think we still need one or two more years to this rebuild. I know that Jets fans out there really want to see like a 1-year turnaround. I don't think that this is going to be enough. We'd really have to go all in on. The problem is that we don't know that Justin Fields is that guy. If Justin Fields shows that he's that guy in this season, then for sure next season I'll go all in. But we gotta be a little bit more conservative, I think. So I guess I'll go to regular season. We'll see what's up, and we'll go from there. All right, there's not really much to do, so I'm just gonna set the season goal. We're gonna set it pretty low. I really only I expect us to probably tank for another year, so we'll go 4 wins, and our team's probably still the same. Does anybody have anything to upgrade? Jalen Waddle's got something. Okay, we got some stuff going on. Carlos Basham, we'll get him up to a 77. Who knows what his development trade is? The guy from PFF, or like the guy who made this, the draft class is from PFF, so maybe he likes him. We'll get pass coverage for Blake Cashman. Love that. Blake Cashman's an interesting dude out of Minnesota. I don't think a lot of people really know who he is, but I think he's a decent, like, I guess, like, depth piece. I got to get our specialists right. Hold on. We'll come back in a second once I get the specialist all under control. All right, so this is what we're rocking with. We got Jamison Crowder in the slot with Berrios behind him, then Antonio Gibson across the board. Then we got Leonard Floyd on one side, Carlos Basham on the other side, Quinnen Williams playing rush D tackle. This Carlos Basham, it could be Tyus Bowser if I wanted it to, but to be honest with you, I just want Carlos Basham to develop as much as possible this year. Then Bless Austin, whatever. Carl Joseph. If y'all know those highlights of West Virginia, Carl Joseph, he was a dog, man. I like playing him at middle linebacker, so here we go. I'll see you guys at midseason. All right, so we're 1-6. We didn't really expect to do anything crazy this year, fellas. This is kind of what I expected. We'll see who wants to come back. I mean, I'll give Jamison Crowder a contract. Actually, no. Jamison Crowder's going to leave. I think that I don't think that he's somebody that we need. He's not somebody that makes sense to extend. Franklin Myers, he can go. Fatu Kasi, who's a little bit more cheaper. We'll sign Fatu Kasi. Or actually, no, we're gonna go John Franklin Myers. He's younger. We'll see if we can get him. We'll see if we can cheese him for like 4 years. Oh my God. Does anybody else warrant me giving an early contract? Chris Herndon, sure. Is there anything else that we can look at? All right, Mims. Jalen Waddle's now a 76 overall. That's pretty crazy. He's probably doing some crazy things. All right, Quinnen Williams. Everything else is looking fine. Nobody's really going crazy with depth trades, but that's the team that we have. So I'll sim to the playoffs. We'll see what's cracking.
And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem.
All right, so obviously we missed out on the playoffs this year. What did we finish at? 5-11. That's not bad. We started 1-6. We ended up 5-11. That's not bad. That's us starting to steer. We're steering the ship around. Joe Brady, we're steering the ship. All right, so here's what we ended up. 32nd best offense. That's not good from Justin Fields. What are we even looking like with Justin Fields? 22 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. I really can't be mad at. We just didn't throw the ball a lot. It just seems like we were a struggling team. 3.7 yards per carry from Antonio Gibson. Dude, if a rookie came into New York and threw for 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and a 61% completion percentage, I'm sold. That's all I'd have to say. What else do we got from Jalen Waddle? The amount of skill points that he's gotten, only 51 for 594 and 7. Nothing really too crazy from him. Anything from the defense? Anybody have any? Oh, geez, dude. Is this going to be? I really hope that Quinnen got 10 sacks for Quinnen Williams. Wow. That's insane. I'll take that from Quinnen Williams all day long. If he's gonna do that, 10 sacks, how is he not? He's gonna need to get a development trait upgrade for that. 4 interceptions from Carl Joseph in the middle. Love that. Let's see if there's anything interesting in the yearly awards. If there's any Jets anywhere. Deshaun Watson wins MVP at 8-8, which is pretty crazy. We get anything for offensive player of the year, but from here on out, I'm going to say them as Opoy, Depoy, O'Roy, and D-Roy. It's just, wow. Carl Joseph for second on Depoy. What else we got? O'Roy, Justin Fields in third. Really didn't do well. Waddle's down there too. Carlos Basham at 5. We'll take that. All right, so nobody got any crazy upgrades or anything like that from the yearly awards or whatever. Let's see if we got anything If anybody's development traits upgraded, Kai Becton's still an 80 gold. We really got to get this team in the right direction because players are already kind of stalling with their morale. No upgrade for Q after getting 10 fucking sacks, bro. All right, now we're gonna have to really turn the ship around, fellas. So we're gonna get into the offseason here. We're gonna see who we're gonna resign. This is Justin Fields showed enough. I know that he was like 32nd in passing yards, but 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 61% completion percentage. All I would ever need to see from a quarterback. Star development trait. He's still young. Jamison Crowder is not getting signed back. I don't think that's the move. Franklin Myers is who we're gonna try and get. We'll see if we can kind of get him. Yeah, we'll get him for like he didn't like the salary if I remember. Cap hit. Oh man, I really can't. I'm good. I think I'm just good. Fatu Kasi, if I can do it for cheap, see, yeah, $6.33 million cap hit is not really what we're looking for. We don't need that. Braxton Berrios isn't a guy. I mean, if he accepts 3.68 for 2 years, we'll do that easy. No problem. Yeah, okay. And then we'll bring back Nathan Shepard as like a depth D tackle in case we need it. And then we'll also check out real quick the players that are costing us a lot of money to see if we need to make any cuts real quick before we get into free agency. All right, so here's the salaries, fellas. We'll see who's costing us the most money. Jamison Crowder's costing us a lot. Or actually, no, we don't want to look at 2022. We want to look at 2023. So it costing us the most money next year. Literally nobody. I don't think that is there anybody that we could save a lot of money from cutting? Crowder, but he's already gonna get cut. George Fant, we'll just cut him right now, I guess. I feel like get him out of here. Jamison Crowder, I know that we just didn't sign him back, but get him out of here as well. I think we're gonna cut Connor McGovern. I think that's somebody that has to go. He's like costs like $10 million a year for a 73 overall. Get him out of here. We're gonna go all in on this free agency class. I'm not gonna do something crazy where we get every single sick player, but you guys get what I'm saying. All right, here we go, boys. All right, let's see what this free agency class has in store for us. Wow, this is crazy. So Jair Alexander, J.J. Watt, Mitchell. Wow, we got names here, fellas. We can build. Wow, this is a deep, very good draft or free agent class. We're sticking to Justin Fields for sure. There's no reason to sign a Baker Mayfield or something along those lines. If Sam is still out there, God, it's crazy that we got a first round pick for him. Or no, we're not giving him that kind of money. I was gonna bring him in as a backup, kind of to do him right, if you will. Ronald Jones, there's no way. I wouldn't mind bringing in like a strong between the tackles guy. Like Gus Edwards would be kind of fun between the tackles. Who else is like Latavius Murray? We'll bring him in as like a between the tackles guy. Yeah, for sure. For like 1 year, fine. Latavius, come in here. Antonio Gibson's gonna be the running back we're gonna build around. I shifted LaMichael Pirine to fullback. Now at wide receiver, if no one's giving Michael Gallup an offer, we'll give him an offer. Easy. See if we can slip him in for like 5 years for that. I like him at 26. Michael Gallup's a good wide receiver, man. 93 total points. We probably could lowball him a little bit more than that, but we're not going to. No one's given an offer for Kirk either. So we got Waddle, Mims, Michael Gallup. I think that's a really good trio. Love to get David Njoku. If you guys do not know, David Njoku grew up like down the street, or not down the street, but like probably like 30, 40 minutes away at a place called Wayne Hills. That's where his other two brothers are. My high school played their high school, Wayne Hills. They played against Charles Njoku, who's his youngest brother, who now plays for UCLA. Him and Evidence Njoku both play at UCLA, but David Njoku's a guy I'm pulling for. I really can't believe what has happened in his career to this point with like him just like, he looked good his rookie year, he got hurt his second year, then they bring in Austin Hooper, they bring in Harrison Bryant, and they've completely phased him out, you know? Man, so now we got to build up an offensive line here, and there's a lot of guys that we could do it with. We're not going to sign every single sick guy across the board. I would love to get Jason Kelsey for a year at 11 point. I don't think like a 1 year deal really makes sense for us. That we're not in that kind of championship window. That's another 1 year deal. I think Orlando Brown is what makes the most sense. He's also he's also not that expensive. We can sign him for like 5 years. Let's see, 26 right now. We don't need 5 years actually. We'll do whatever he wants. So 5 years. We'll give him 13 mil is the cap hit. No. Let's give him more signing bonus. Oh my god. All right, let's get in first place on this bidding war or whatever. give him a signing bonus because that only hurts us this year, and this is when we have all the cap space in the world to spend. I feel like it's also, all right, let's leave him a little bit more money. We have a lot of money to spend here. We have to build an offensive line at the very least because Antonio Gibson hasn't rushed well. He had under 4 yards of carry last year. We'll get him that. So now we have both tackle spots solidified. We'll give this guy a 1-year deal. I don't care. Just to plug a hole real quick. But I don't want to give Jason Kelce a 1-year deal. I'm not really with it. Mike Pouncey might be a guy that we look at. We really need interior guys right now. We're just gonna plug up these holes and hope that we draft long-term answers. I think that's really all we can do. And then at center, we'll go Mike Pouncey. They're all 1-year deals, so I don't really care how much money we're giving them. It's gonna be tough when we go to the defensive line. We're looking good on D line. I don't think that I'm not gonna invest in a D tackle. I really don't care. Now Von Miller is interesting. For a 3-year deal, we get a premier pass rusher. Nobody else is giving him an offer. Man, I know I said I wouldn't go insane, but if nobody's giving Von Miller an offer, we'll give him an offer real quick. 3 years as well. And I would honestly rather give him like a 2-year deal because we don't. He's gonna regress pretty bad, I think. 81 total points. I think that's fine. Could definitely use a middle linebacker, but there really are none. Is there any coverage guys on the outsides? No. All right, so yeah, I think we're good here. Man, nobody's giving. All right, man. If nobody's gonna give a guy like Jair Alexander a contract, we'll throw him one. Like I'll literally just throw him one. I don't care. But now we're out of money. This is what we're doing. We're building to win a championship. Look, this is what we're going with. Jair Alexander, Von Miller, Michael Gallup, Orlando Brown. Nothing too crazy after that, but we're gonna bring in a top level free agent class. So we're gonna go out there. We're gonna do a top level draft class. So I think this is what we do in year 2 of the rebuild with Justin Fields. We saw enough from him, and this is where we start making that push. Win a championship. So I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Hold up and see who signs. All right, so Orlando Brown accepted, Pouncey accepted, Jair Alexander accepted. Everybody accept? I really never know. We're just gonna send him to the draft and see what happens. All right, so this draft class, kind of, you got studs at the top. It's just a lot of pass rushers, I'd say. Now, we kind of do need a pass rusher that we could pair. Imagine Quinnen Williams, Von Miller, and then we get another guy on the outside of our 3-4 defense. So I think that's what we're really looking at here. So we got Will McClellan, J.C. Weaver, Patrick Hillman all look like sick pass rushers. So we'll see what comes to us.
Wow, hello.
This is tough.
Hello.
This has become a tough draft. All right, so now we're at pick number 2, or round 2, pick number 3. We have screwed up a lot of these picks. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We're gonna go Taj Bradham and see if he's anything. 73 normal. I mean, number 29 at 33 isn't like terrible, but we're not getting any dev traits right now, which sucks. This has been a bad draft. This is not a Joe Douglas type brand draft. I wish that we were doing better. Thankfully, we had a good free agency. But man, all right. So now we're just looking at 2s. There's a couple of 1s here and there. I mean, if this guy has good, wow. Oh my, Jake McAllister, first in everything but 3-cone drill. We have no other choice but to take this guy. His top skills suck though. Impact block sucks. Lead block sucks. But we're going with it. We have to. 73 hidden. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. That's big. That's big. After a terrible draft, we get Jake McAllister. That's big in the 3rd round. I think where we're gonna really win this draft, boys, is gonna be late. We're gonna build this like the fucking Seahawks with Russell Wilson. All right, Justin Fields is our Russell Wilson. We're gonna build late. So we're gonna find our Richard Shermans. We're gonna find our Cam Chancellors. We're gonna find our Jermaine Curses, our fucking Doug Baldwins. This is where we win championships. 6 normal. All right, so he's straight ass. I mean, still a good pick according to Madden though. So I mean, maybe these late picks are just trash. All right, so this is what we're working with, boys. I'm not sure why that was so fucking tough to get out, but look, we got a team. We're looking like we're now 80 overall. This is a team that can compete. Maybe we'll make a little playoff run. Who knows? We got a couple pieces here and there. I think we're gonna put Liam Eichenberg over. We don't really need Duvernay Tardif, but we'll keep him there for now. We'll probably make a couple moves in the offseason regarding that. Well, let's get Barrios to the bottom of this depth chart for sure. Probably right in front of Olave. Now, Denzel Mims is somebody I really like, but we just got Bradham. He's somebody that's probably going to develop more. Like I said, I cannot say this enough. I love Denzel Mims. I think that he is going to be an 85 overall in Madden in 2 years. But because his development trait sucks and the Madden devs hate the Jets, they hate fucking, what's his name, Denzel Mims. That's just the way it is. So now our corner's looking good. On the D-line, we're looking decent. Nathan Shepard, this D-tackle's kind of a liability. We need a middle linebacker badly. And J.C. Weaver's the guy we just drafted, but I think we're going to roll with Tyus Bowser over there. He's not even a star development trait, so it kind of sucks that we wasted our first-round picks this year because neither of them are going to be starting. We'll just hope that something happens for them. I mean, all right, we'll start J.C. Weaver over him and see if something happens, to be honest. It just sucks. Now, the other guy we drafted, I can't even find him. I literally don't even know where he is, but he plays like left end or something like that. We'll figure out a spot for him. Let me get the specialist all figured out too. Let's get Weaver. Let's get Weaver pass rushing. We'll get Von Miller on the other side. Quinnen Williams in the middle. That's a solid pass rush right there. Definitely get. I don't even want Mims in the slot, but we'll just get him in there for now. Yeah, we'll get Mims in the slot for now. Latavius Murray as the power back. Probably not. Probably Antonio Gibson all day long because he's just sick. And yeah, this is what we're rolling into season 1 with. Maybe I'll take a look at some of the guys that aren't in the starting lineup. I'll see if I can get a nice little trade in here because we got some pieces that aren't going to see the field.
You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love.
All right, so we just did a little salary cap dump. Dumped 2 pass rushers to the Broncos for their 3rd overall pick. I think I probably could have gotten more in Madden, but I think the realistic outcome is that we get something like a 3rd for a package that looks like that in real life. So just something, not anything crazy, just a little salary dump, get ourselves a nice little 3rd round pick, and we'll see what we're looking like at mid-season.
Oh, fuck.
I really don't understand what's going on. This team was meant to do better things than 2 and 5. All right, so this is what we're finishing at, boys. 5 and 11. So we signed all of those fucking players, got 81 overall, and we still have the same exact record. Well, this is a realistic rebuild. This is realistic for the Jets. This is what it's looking like. All right, so let's look at the stats real quick. Let's see what went wrong with this squad. I really don't know what the problem was. If we were in a spot to take a gas quarterback, we might have to move on from Justin Fields. The 32nd best offense in the league is not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it in New York. I'm sorry, bud. But, I mean, like, 62% completion percentage, 23 touchdowns, 13 picks isn't great. Antonio Gibson, we're only averaging 3.4 yards per carry. I hate that. I don't understand why. I don't understand why it's so hard to be good running the ball. Love that from David Njoku. Jalen Waddle with a fine year. Oh, man. We bring in Michael Gallup for 55, 6'11", and 5. We might have to... Oh, man. Michael Gallup not really living up to expectations here. Oh, my goodness. This is just bad, boys. This is bad. What are we looking at in terms of sacks? It looks like Von Miller got 10.5. J.C. Weaver with 8.5. We'll take that for the rookie that we got, like 3rd overall. Quinnen Williams at only 6. But that makes sense. You got some other dogs in that D-line kind of contending for that type of shit. We have Jair Alexander. I really don't understand. This is one of the most star-studded teams in the NFL. It has to be. So we'll see what's going on in free agency. We have a lot of cap room. We got decent players. I think that we're gonna make a run at Kareem Hunt here. It's in real life I would never go like this for a running back, but because Antonio Gibson's been so bad, I'm just gonna go Kareem Hunt because maybe he'll just do well in the sim. That's really all I can say. He's a running back, so we're only gonna give him like a two-year deal. We'll probably just front load it with the signing bonus. We'll see if he signs. 7 points. Is that first? Nope. All right. We'll give you a little bit more then. We'll give you a little bit more. Make the signing bonus like 5.4. All right. So now that's what we're working with. Nobody at wide receiver. Not really a big deal. We don't need any wide receivers. Maybe we bring in somebody as an upgrade over Njoku. Maybe we saw. I mean, Njoku looked good in the sim though. So we'll let that kind of marinate there for a second. What do we have at center, right guard? All right. So we need an interior offensive lineman pretty bad here. What are we looking at? Rodney Hudson is interesting. Jason Kelsey is interesting to bring in for like a season. These guys are both 1-year rentals that I would put at guard. Another guy that's a 1-year rental. Should we just get a 1-year rental real quick? Just to put in there. I mean, hopefully we draft somebody over them. Yeah, let's get a. All right, so these are both 5.31. This one's 8.46. All right, so we'll get Jason Kelce. I fuck with Jason Kelce. I loved him at the parade after the Eagles won. He's a good team guy. I fuck with him. So we'll bring him in and see what he's all about. Hopefully 102 was enough to get him. Thank you. Now I don't think we need anybody. We do need a D tackle. I like Solomon Thomas coming out of school. I liked him coming out of Stanford. I really don't know why he hasn't panned out yet, but we'll give him a nice little deal, and we'll bring him in, see if he can kind of revive some of that draft capital that people spend on him. Now I love Bobby Wagner. There's no good middle linebackers in free agency ever. You really gonna make me sign? But like I'm thinking I'm gonna sign Bobby Wagner here. Just bring him in for 1 year, and he can leave afterwards. I honestly don't care where he goes afterwards. 94. I really don't feel like giving him like an $8.43 million cap hit this year is kind of brutal. Now we don't really need any corners. I think that we can draft a corner number 2, unless we'll just bring Garyon Conley back. I think that he's a guy. Actually, I don't even want the stink from last year. I don't even want anybody from last year that didn't re-sign. That's what we're saying. We're gonna get any of these guys young. Actually, Mike Hughes. We'll get Mike Hughes. And then maybe we'll draft one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe we get a free or a safety here, because I think we do need a safety pretty bad. We have Jalen Thompson. That's not looking great. Marcus May. Any of these guys on the younger side? Julian Love. We'll take. And I don't really want to get into a bidding war for Julian Love. We'll get Jonathan Abram. I feel like he's a guy who's actually pretty slick on the Raiders. I don't know why he kind of gets underrated. I don't know. 77 overall normal development traits kind of low for a guy like Jonathan Abram. He's a guy I like. He's like a heat-seeking missile type guy on defense. It doesn't really have any regard for his body when he's making hits. We'll go Younghoe Koo as well. We'll get him on the squadron. Maybe kicking has been one of our downfalls, and we'll see who signs. Damn, Kareem Hunt rejected our contract, but it seems Jason Kelce also rejected our contract. All right, so we're gonna have to go back in there. We need to. Let's see if Kareem Hunt got signed. Damn, okay, so he got signed by somebody else. So forget about me upgrading running back. That's not going to happen. And now we need an interior lineman still, because Kelce didn't want to sign. I'll take Kevin Zeitler and just put him at left. We'll get Kevin Zeitler. We'll put him at left guard just in case if we can't figure that out in the draft. But I think that we're looking all right. I think this is what we're going to roll with. There's nothing really else that's interesting that I'm going to add to the squadron. And now that we'll see if we can actually get some gems this time in the draft. Maybe if there's a quarterback on the board, man, I am not opposed to moving on from Justin Fields. No cap. All right, boys, now we're at the draft. We're picking from number 6 overall. Hold on, let me fucking fix the camera real quick. Picking from number 6 overall. Now, in this draft class, I did take a little peekarooski, see what's going on here. And it looks like they have the second coming of fucking Trevor Lawrence over here. We got Paul Schultz, 6'3", 225, A+ throw power, A accuracy short, A accuracy deep. He's intriguing, but I don't think he makes it to us at 6. Now, the other guys that I'm looking at are gonna be, honestly, this is a good speed rusher. There's a good corner here, Eric Cherry. There's some better players towards the middle part of the draft, so I might trade back out of 6. We'll see who's available. We'll see if this quarterback goes. I'm really interested to know what his overall is. Wow, okay, the QB doesn't go there. There's no reason for him to take a QB. Is there a reason for the Colts to take a QB? Okay, 77 overall. So now our pick is up here, and let's see. We need a corner to go alongside Jair. We could take any kind of pass rushing to come in for Von Miller. We could take any free safeties, any middle linebackers, any playmakers on offense. Now Jordan Winslow, hit power and pursuit do not excite me at that spot. I don't think that he's going to be a good player. Eric Cherry is somebody that's interesting. John McAllister, fast, good man coverage, hit power and pursuit. I don't like for a safety. Speed rusher, finesse moves, pursuit, block shed. That's not bad. It just seems like I don't know if I want to take any of these guys. Spec catching. Maybe I move back is what I'm thinking. Eric Hall looks good. There's also a corner, maybe Eric Peters. Yeah, he just looks out of his mind. So I think we're gonna move back. Let's see what offers that people are giving us. All right, never mind. I can't find a trade partner that wants to trade up, so we're just gonna have to take our guy here, and I think that we're just gonna have to go best player available. 75 normal. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, number 10, draft him at 6. It's not bad. That's not awful. It's just we literally just did the same thing. But now we're gonna move. I don't know. We'll figure something out with Von Miller. I really don't know what we're going to do there. I just want a premier pass rusher that's young and can get better. Sucks that we have still not hit on a development trait in the first round. It happens to the best of us, though. Let's see what we're looking at with the draft board. All right, I think this is going to hurt me, but we're going to go Brian Weiss. He's a projected early third rounder. His talent is mid-first. He has good jumping, good explosion, good strength. Looks like he just strangled dudes there. Strong safety. 75 hitting. We'll fucking take that. We'll fucking take that, boys. Look at him. Look at him fucking stunting on the right side of the screen. Fucking arms crossed. That's what we love. Brian Weiss out of Oklahoma, 21 years old, 6'2", 205. He's going to be like a he's going to be a white Jamal Adams for us. That's what he's going to be. That's what he's going to be for the New York Jets. Now we'll see what we're looking at in the third round. Now, this is where we turn the draft for the round. This is where we start to make some savvy picks. This is where Joe Douglas gets in his bag, and we start really going to the drawing board and getting some good players here. We'll take it though. Number 32 at number 70, we'll take that. I know I'm honestly just aiming for depth traits at this point, but we'll take a guy that's ranked that high. We also need a D tackle really bad. I don't think I signed one. All right, so here's what the squad's looking like, boys. We got Justin Fields, 81 overall at quarterback. That's pretty solid for a guy going into what is this, year number 3 with Justin Fields? We got Antonio Gibson, 81 overall. I think that we're going to sign somebody from free agency to be our backup running back. I don't think that Antonio Gibson's like the only person that's actually worth anything at running back. And we got Jalen Waddle, Denzel Mims behind him, Michael Gallup as our wide receiver 1. He didn't really do that well last season, so kind of concerning there, but O-line's looking decent. I would love if Mekhi Becton could get to X Factor, or if he could just get to like a 90 overall or something. A lot of our guys are kind of getting some stunted development right now. And then we got Ashton Davis at free safety. I moved Weiss, the strong safety. He has like 84 speed. I moved him to middle linebacker. We're gonna make sure that Abram is starting over Carl Joseph. Von Miller's still gonna be our outside guy. Hey, JC Weaver got a nice little development trait upgrade. Now he's at star. Who knows what Weiss and Fulton are? This is the middle linebacker I got super late, and then Weiss is the strong safety I got. He only has 84 speed, so we're gonna move him inside. I cut Bobby Wagner. Fuck that boy. We don't need him anymore. Let me make sure that these are all set up. Put JC Weaver there. I honestly would prefer if Weiss could go here, and then if we put Carl Joseph there, that would be sick at sub linebacker. Bryce Hall at slot corner. I don't really love Denzel Mims in the slot, but it just like seems like what the game wants to do. Now, all right, so let's see what free agency has, or who's like slipped past the cracks, you know what I mean? All right, so we got Bobby Wagner. Obviously, we're not going to bring him back. Paris Campbell's interesting, but I like the guys we have right now. Now at running back, it's going to come down to Fournette, Damian Harris, Chase Edmonds is interesting. Let's go Fournette. We need like a power back that can go between the tackles on the goal line, do his thing. We'll bring him in. Love Leonard Fournette. He gets slept on so much. You guys know that I'm a big Leonard Fournette guy if you guys are not new to the channel. Let's set the season goal. I would love to, I think make the playoffs is our goal. I can't even get fired. It doesn't really do anything for me, but make the playoffs, that's the goal. So I'm going to see you guys at mid-season, and if we're not above 500, I'm going to be pissed. 4-4, we're at 500. We're at the top of the division, top of the AFC East through fucking, what is this, 9 games, dude. If we could ever be at the top of the AFC East through 9 weeks, I would be ecstatic as a Jets fan. This would be damn near winning the Super Bowl for me. But here we are. Let's upgrade these players, whatever we got. Michael Gallup, we'll give him a little something, a little deep threat. I love, dude, look at the hanging earring on Michael Gallup. That is drippy on his left ear. Jesus Christ.
You crazy?
Anything? Nah, nothing really important. So we'll see what's popping. We'll see what the stats are looking like in a second. All right, so at mid-season, Fields still not doing great. 1,600 yards, only 10 passing touchdowns. Defense is 31st. Yeah, we're running the fucking air raid. I don't give a shit. We're running the air raid. Hopefully that means that we throw the ball more. I really don't know how the sim works, but I hate this. I hate this like game manager Justin Fields that we're doing here. All right, so we're gonna sim to the playoffs, and hopefully we make something happen here. Hopefully the air raid made a switch where we really up the tempo. We're 4-4, top of the AC East. Let's see it. Come on. You hate to see the bag season. We started 4-4. and finished 5'11". This is insane. This is insane. I don't understand. Did the stats get any better in terms of us throwing the ball more? 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That's really not that bad. I don't. Is it? We're just not. Are we just not attempting enough passes? I don't know what I have to do to make us attempt more passes. Where are we in terms of attempts? Get me off of Daniel Jones, please. Please spare me, Daniel Jones. Where are we? We're probably at the bottom of all the starters. Why are we throwing for the second least amount of passes in the league? I don't understand that. I don't understand what I need to do to get out of that. Maybe I'll switch off of the who passed for the most. What, Detroit? We're switching to the fucking Bills playbook. That's what I've decided. I can't do this. We can't. This is like, why are we not throwing the ball? I don't understand. Why are we not throwing the ball? Why are we giving so much touches to Antonio Gibson, who's rushing for 3.6 yards per carry? We gave him fucking 245 carries, and he didn't even rush for 1,000 yards. What are we doing? I don't understand. We already have a mobile quarterback. There's no reason for all these rushes. And then our best receiver is a tight end. This is insane. 10 touchdowns for Denzel Mims, though. I fucking love that. And how we do on defense? Get any sacks? Von Miller only had 9 sacks. 13 for Quentin. Oh my God, I'm gonna kiss that boy Quentin Williams for fucking 13 sacks from the interior. Yo. All right, so now we got to make some adjustments here. I don't understand why this is happening. We're changing our stuff to the Bills playbook. Hopefully that does something. I really don't know what else to do in terms of our playbook and that kind of stuff. But here we go. Now that was season 3 down the drain. We have 2 more seasons to get this right. We're fucking going with Arizona Cliff Kingsbury. I think Justin Fields and Kyler Murray are similar type players. I want a formation. I want a playbook that's going to spread things out. So we're going to go with Cliff Kingsbury shit. Let's see what the dev traits look like real quick. So we're literally an 83 overall team. I don't understand why we've been struggling. But this has been 3 seasons of just us in the dumps, man. Anybody get a development trait upgrade? Nothing for Mims. If we get anything anywhere, I'd assume it's going to be on defense. Justin Fields at 83 overall now. I can't knock that. Wow, so Weiss is only at a star. I don't understand. How does he get D-Roy and he's only a star? But, I mean, that's fine. Stars across the board is what it looks like. Ashton Davis has a star, but we've been known that. Nothing crazy. I would love if Quentin Williams just got 13 sacks. I don't understand what more he needs to do to get up there anymore. You know what I mean? I don't understand why the team's not better. But now we're at 83 overall. We're really starting to steer things around here. Let's get into the offseason. Let's see who wins between the Cowboys and the Browns. Wow, so the Browns win that Super Bowl, and now we're gonna sign back the players that didn't sign the first time. Mekhi Becton, no offense taken. That's fine if you didn't want to sign the first time around. I think that he said something about the salary, if I remember. We'll just round these 2 out. That should be enough, man. That should really be. Oh. What would the franchise tag look like? Oh. We'll get him back in free agency. The rest of these guys, we'll see you. We'll see you next year, bud. Also, before we go into free agency, I'm going to see if there's anybody that we have to cut. Anybody that has like a cuttable contract that's definitely not going to play. This is where we really need to turn some things around. Justin Fields has looked good in spots. Man, there's not really anybody great to sign though. I mean, we'll take Austin Eckler for sure. We'll take Austin Eckler. We might even just sign Jonathan Taylor behind him too. That's a nice little 1-2 punch there. I really like that. I love Jonathan Taylor. I don't know why he's this low, but if he is, we have no problem signing him. Maybe he gives us some life into the offense. I've hated what I've seen from Antonio Gibson so far. I thought that was going to be a good signing. It hasn't been at all. We're not going to bring anybody else in free agency. If there was somebody in free agency that gave me a reason to trade away Michael Gallup, I would. But I don't care. Let's see if we can get Mekhi Becton on like a 6-year deal. $8 million like every year. 97 total points. We'll take that. We'll even give him a little bit more. Like, I don't understand how is he not like, come on, bro. We drafted you We built you up, man. Why are you trying to run now? So now we don't have anybody in the interior. We could really use somebody. Should we? Oh man, who's the other guy? Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith just wants like a 2-year deal. And what do we? We'll just move like Orlando Brown inside or something. Maybe we'll move Tyron Smith inside. You know, he's getting old. We just need playmakers. Tyron Smith, he's not who we really hoped for, but I'll give him something juicy. 95 total points. Tell me that's oh my god. People are really going all out. Let me see if I can get him on like a 1 year. I really don't want to sign him to much more than just a 1-year deal. That should do it. Come on. Oh my god. Now it's down to 89. All right, so we'll just go all out on a 1-year deal for Tyron Smith then. That should be good. I'd be shocked if that wasn't good. All right, bet. Just for a 1-year deal, it doesn't really matter, and we'll just move him inside. Now we don't need anybody. Actually, let's go Fletcher Cox. Let's make this a pass rushing team. I know I said, dude, I know I want this to be realistic, but at the same time, why do we keep losing? Why do we keep going? I know we are the Jets. It is kind of realistic that we keep losing, but I'm surrounding the team with talent. I don't understand why we keep doing so terrible. Sign Fletcher Cox. Hopefully we can go crazy in free agency. These are a lot of 1-year deals. These aren't going to sink us down later on in this. Do we not have Von Miller back? Did Von Miller like retire? Slightly confused, but I mean we've been stocking up on pass rushers, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you guys. We'll also take probably one more corner that's like one of these young guys in the high 70s that we always get. We'll take Nick Needham. We're looking decent at the safety spots, and I think that this is a good free agent class. We'll see who signs. All right, so Eckler accepted, Taylor accepted, Becton, Smith rejected my offer. All right, so that means if Tyron Smith rejected his offer, we got plenty more money to go around if anybody's out there. I mean, if Taylor Lewan wants to come in, we'll take Taylor Lewan for sure. Yetter Gross Matos is interesting, but we're not going to take him. Yeah, let's just get Taylor Lewan. Hopefully we can outbid these guys. We'll move Taylor Lewan inside. I mean, at 6'1", moving him inside is kind of tough. Or 6'7", I mean. 105, that's got to be it. Yeah, on a 1-year deal, I don't mind just overpaying the fuck out of Taylor Lewan. Come over to the Jets. We're gonna make some greatness over here. Let's send him to the draft. I don't even care if we really sign Taylor Lewan at the end of the day. All right, boys, this is probably one of the most stacked draft classes that we've seen so far. This is insane. We have Carson Skaggs. Hold on, let me get the draft board out. We got Carson Skaggs. He looks like an insane generational pass rusher. Ty Barnett looks like a decent quarterback. This guy, Cassidy Blake, looks like an out-of-his-mind corner. First, almost across the board, B zone coverage, B- awareness, B- play rec. I think if Cassidy Blake is there, we're just going to go Cassidy Blake. Yep, not even going to think about it. 75 hidden. I knew that he was going to be a bust, or stud is what I meant to say. This guy also looks good at center, though. He has really good bench. Run block power is good. All right, so because he has impact block up there, I'm just going to go with the corner. I have trust that this corner can be sick. Del Riddick. 77. Number 3 in the class. Number 36. At number 36 overall. No dev trait, but at 77 overall, I can't complain. I can't. That's a guy who's going to help us win now. 77 overall. Now maybe we can get lucky again. This is now we got 2 picks in a row. We're starting to learn here, boys. I know that I was screwing things up in the beginning of this rebuild, but now we're starting to learn things. This D tackle, A-, those are good shit. If he has good bench, damn. I like those boys to have a good bench because I need like a mauler up front. I don't even remember who we signed at D tackle. I mean, A- tackle. He's a 5th round projection though. Maybe we can get him later. Roll B, wide receiver. We got this guy catching, spec catch. He's not fast enough for me. Play, rec, pursuit. None of these guys really look that great, to be honest. Might just go with this, or no, I think I'm going to trade away this pick. All right, so we get a pass rusher. We trade away the 3rd round pick. We trade away some random corner we don't need, Mike Hughes, because now we just drafted 2 rookie corners. They're going to come in, play behind Jair. We needed a pass rusher because I think Von Miller retired on us. I really don't know what happened to him, but we get this pass rusher out of Notre Dame that was in the 2021 draft class. So hopefully he's good. He's going to slot right in at outside linebacker. And we'll just send to this next user pick. I didn't like anything that was on the board. Regardless of what's there, if that D tackle is there, we're going to take him. The guy that has like A- as his first trade or whatever. He's a first round value. We'll see if he's raw. All right, Braden Palmer. Here he fucking is. Come on. Give me something good. 71 normal. We'll take that. Number 32, we got him at number 100. That's not awful. We'll take that. Now, I'm going to sim the rest of this draft unless I get something interesting, to be honest with you guys. All right, boys, here's what we're working with going into year... What is this? We're in 2024. We haven't made the playoffs yet. This has honestly been a depressing video for me, man. Because this is what I wanted this to be a realistic rebuild of what could actually happen. And the realistic rebuild, we haven't made the playoffs in the next 3 years. So it's just kind of... It's just bad, man. It's just like, this is just not what I thought I was getting myself into. You know what I mean? I thought that we were going to go out here, at least maybe make the playoffs, be an interesting team. We haven't even been an interesting team yet. So right now, I'm trying to get everything sort of ironed out. We'll give JC Weaver his stuff. I guess we'll just go with Power Rusher for him. But I really don't know what more I could add to this team. I feel like our middle linebackers are on their way up. Our safeties could definitely use work. I'll be honest. Our safeties could definitely use work. We'll check out the free agency market in a second here. See if we can add anybody last minute. Also with the offense, we'll see if we can get a left guard. I don't even know who N. Allegretti is, but he needs to get the fuck off the squadron. I also like this 1-2 punch of Eckler and Jonathan Taylor. I think that's going to be interesting. I hope that the playbook is going to help with our play calling in the games. And everything here looks about good. Only problem is, yeah, I think this is fine. Sub linebacker, definitely not though. That's not what we need. We'll put Fulton in there. Eckler as the 3 down back. Jonathan Taylor as the power back. I really like that. Mims in the slot. Seems like it's been working. So, all right, I'm gonna go check out free agency real quick. We'll see if there's anybody that's worthwhile. This is our backs against the wall here. Heading into the season, I'm not sure what to expect. I thought that this was going to be a good franchise. Right now, Joe Brady, we're on the hot seat. This is not what we were brought in to do. We were supposed to come out here, win playoff games. We're an 84 overall team. I really don't know what more we could do. Let's set our season goal is make the playoffs. We changed our schemes. Everything is really coming down to this. So let's see. Well, let's sim it to mid-season. I can't believe we were at the top of the AFC East and we just collapsed. So please. Let's see. 4-4. We'll take that. 4-4 again. We're at 500 going into the bye. That's not bad. View message on the bye week. What's up, Fletcher Cox? What's up? Hey, coach, got any plan? I think a lot of guys are hoping for a little relaxation times. Fine, get a little rest and relaxation. Fine. You guys earned it. We're at 0.500. I don't know. Everybody else gets some morale boost. Let's get everybody up and at 'em. See if there's anything interesting to upgrade real quick. Cassidy Blake, our boy. Let's get him in the man-to-man. Let's see if we got any depth tray upgrades. That would be great. If we got any... Wow, +3. Oh my God, he's superstar. Let's fucking go. Cassidy Blake, superstar. That's fucking huge. Let's see. Is anybody... Justin Fields is now at an 84. Anything else that's interesting? Not really. What the hell happened? Oh my God. Y'all gotta be kidding me with that. Wow, Blake as a superstar, that's great. That is our first superstar that we've drafted that's homegrown. Wace is on his way up. Fulton's looking decent. Let me get an auto best lineup, see if we can get that left guard fixed. There we go. Now he's fixed. Now we have Eichenberg at left guard. All right, so now we're perfect. Let's see if we're doing all right in terms of the pass attempt department, please. All right, that's better. 19th in offense. What are we looking like on defense? 23rd in defense. Not as good, but I really don't know what else to do. Let's fucking go, boys. We made the wild card, 10-6. I'm just happy we made the playoffs, boys. This is... What were we, 4-4? We go from 4-4 to 10-6? 6 and 2 on the back end. We'll take that all day. We will take that all day long. I'm happy. I'm happy. If we don't do anything else in this rebuild besides make the playoffs in year 4, I'm happy with it. It's been a long road. Let's look at what the team has been doing. Or actually, let's see what the playoff bracket's looking like. What do we have on the line? We have the Bills and then the Ravens, and then, or not the Ravens. We'd beat the 2 seed and we'd go down here. All right. Let's see what we're looking like. Actually, no. Screw looking at the lineup. We're going to go to the stats. Wow, Justin Fields was another. We were only 26th in offense, and we went 10-6. Best defense in the league, though. That's pretty cool. So what are we looking like in terms of pass attempts? 481 seems better than last year. We're throwing a lot of picks there, Fields. A lot of picks. 16 picks is a lot of picks, man. We didn't break 500 pass attempts. Where are we at? 480, 481. Is that even middle of the pack? Not really. At least it's not. Oh my god, it's still bottom 5. I really don't understand what else I'd have to do to get him to pass the ball more. Now rushing the ball, both Jonathan Taylor and Eckler failed to reach over 4 yards per carry. JT with 12 rushing touchdowns. What do we see in the receiving department? Mims with another. Mims keeps on leading this receiving room, and it's kind of upsetting because he's only the 78 overall. I don't understand some of the stuff that happens in the sim, man. It's annoying, but I'm not gonna make this video me rambling on about how much I hate Madden. Now tackles for loss. This guy Weiss is a beast, man. 11 tackles for loss, 10 tackles for loss for Weiss. We got some nice sacks rolling in here. Pause if needed. Let me chill with ever saying that phrase again. But Basham with 8.5, Quinn Williams with 10, Fletcher Cox with 7. We got some nice pressure here. This is the best defense in the league. So I'm happy about it. I'm happy with the defense. I don't understand why the offense has been struggling so much, but Weiss with another great season. I'd be shocked if he wasn't a superstar by now. So let's look at the awards real quick. Let's see if we got anything crazy in the awards. We didn't get MVP. Oh my god, Ty Barnett. That's the fucking QB I passed on. I mean, he was only 76 overall. I can't be mad.
Holy shit.
First year I make the playoffs, you're gonna come out here and you're gonna put Adam Gase on my screen, Madden. After the things that I've been through with this man and what he's done to my organization, the New York Jets, he's going to somehow luck his way into a Seahawks job and he's gonna go 13-3. He's gonna win Coach of the Year. Russ is gonna win MVP. That just goes to show, bro. This has just been one of the most fucked up franchise I've ever played in my life. That was personal. But Brian Weiss won DPOY as a second-year player in the league. He is a stud. He is. Me moving him to middle linebacker, I should have won Coach of the Year for that last year when we went 5-11. Cassidy Blake went second. We'll take that. We got Reddick, our other corner that we drafted 6. So we're looking decent. We're on the up and up. We'll see what we do in this playoff matchup. I'm gonna make sure that everything is tidy and ready to go for this playoff matchup, and I'll let you guys know what happens. All right, we made it to round 2. We'll take that. We made it to round 2 against the Jaguars. They have Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence versus Justin Fields in the playoffs for the 3rd time now in their careers against each other. This would be a really interesting matchup in real life. Let's see. All right, we got a little upgrade here. I forgot to show you guys if we got any dev trait upgrades. So we'll look at that real quick before we get into this matchup. +3 finesse moves is crazy. We'll take that. And remember, if we get into this conference championship, I'm putting on the fucking helmet, EDP style. Put me in, coach. Let's see if we got. Now we're in an 87 overall. This is a solid ass team. Tell me that we got some dev trait upgrades. Tell me. Nothing on offense, sadly. Fields is an 85 now. Nothing too insane. What are we looking like on defense? Why is Nick Needham? Why is Nick Needham in there? This should not be happening. Nick Needham needs to go down here. There we go. So Reddick is over him and Blake is over him. I'm not sure why that was ever the case, but damn, Davis regressed to the dev trait. Weiss still isn't anything crazy. I think that we'll get an upgrade in dev trait after the yearly awards come out. Now that I think about it, so scratch that whole thing. All right, so now we have the playoff match against the Jags. Come on. Come on. And we get bumped out. We get bumped out by Trevor Lawrence. You hate to see that as a Justin Fields guy. Don't get to hop in. What do you mean view the weekly awards? Did we get something? Okay, our backup linebacker went crazy for 10 tackles. Literally just had 10 tackles. So I guess now it's time to go to the offseason, which sucks. All right, so honestly, we got a lot of cap space. We'll see what people are offering out there. I mean, whoa, Joe Mixon. I hate paying up for a running back. Honestly, I really never would in real life, but it seems like in Madden, I think Mixon did really well in the sim for Madden. I might just go Joe Mixon. We'll bring LaMichael P. Ryan back as a fullback. We don't have one, so we'll grab him. At running back, I'd have to get rid of Eckler or Taylor. Wouldn't make a lot of sense to just sort of turn around and dump them. Another really lackluster wide receiver class. That's why I had to re-sign mine. Wow, Kyle Pitts is available. That's very interesting. I think I'm going to throw a deal out to Mixon, to be honest. And if it's a problem cap-wise, we will just retract the offer. But we'll keep that in there for now. We'll keep that for now. And worst comes worst, we just trade our running backs on draft day. And we'll get Joel Bitonio at left guard. I think that's a perfect fit for us. We need a left guard on like a one-year deal like this. Come through to the org, bud. Come through. There it is. Anybody that's a good pass rusher. Corners. We're all good on corners. Do need a safety. Man, there's just no good free safeties out there either. So we'll just bring back. I mean, is there a good corner that we can just? Maybe we get Gilmore. Maybe we grab Gilmore. We put him at safety or something. We just gotta figure something out here. So we'll pay up for Gilmore, I think. Our secondary is insane. All right, never mind. Screw Gilmore. I think that we're gonna go with Owosu. Man, that's a big. All right, so we're gonna go with Shaq. Or no, we don't even need it. We're gonna be fine at pass rusher. We're gonna sign with the rest of our money. We're gonna use the rest of our money on Stephon Gilmore, and we'll figure something out when it comes to safety, I think. All right, so I mean this is what we're looking at here. We'll get Younghoe Koo. I don't know why he's always available. I think somebody should really bring that up in terms of. Oh my God, Can I? All right, so 10K more than I even have. Okay. So here's what we're looking at for this insane free agent class. We have Mixon, Stephon Gilmore, Brandon Scherff, and Younghoe Koo. That's actually not that crazy. That's not that crazy of a class. Now, in real life, I would not go Mixon here, but I think that's just what has to happen because we need a guy that can really run the ball like that in the sim. Rejected from Mixon? Oh my! Rejected across the board. Oh, this is not good, boys. This is not good. Oh my God. Oh no. All right. So this is what it be. Still need a left guard. And so I guess we're gonna go with Laken Tomlinson. Now these guys are getting fucking deals. Jesus. This is bad. We're probably gonna end up trading our draft pick and see what we can do from there. Oh, wait, 104 wasn't enough for fucking Laken Tomlinson? We really need Laken Tomlinson to sign. We need to get some players in the draft. We got some things on the to-do list, I'll be honest with you guys. So our D line is fine. We don't really need another pass rusher because we can just move M. Thompson to the other side. Our corners are fine. We do need a safety though. Might just sign somebody here and move them to free safety. Unless if Wade. Jeez. Yeah, so we'll get another corner and we'll convert one of our corners to free safety or to strong safety, whatever. So now we're at that next phase. Everybody that we needed to accept, I think, has accepted. Oh, now we're looking at 5th-year options. I'm probably kind of a bozo for not getting at this point in the sim. I didn't know that this is where the 5th-year options are asked at free agency number 3. JC Weaver, fine. He's a good pass rusher. We'll extend him. No question. All right. So now I'm gonna get these draft prospects all figured out, and we'll see what's popping for the last the last offseason, last draft of this franchise. See if we got to really put something together here. So here we are at pick number 25. I'm hoping if there's not a stud that's on this board, we're gonna give away this pick. A- across the boards for this guy, and he's an early first round talent. We're gonna Joshua Walker's got to be a stud. 77 normal. We'll take it. He's somebody that can start from day one. I probably should have traded that away for a stud, but I feel like Joshua Walker, 77 overall rookie, you can really do a lot worse than that. This is a big draft class. This is a big draft class, so we really need to go out here. Need to really figure some things out. If there's not anything crazy on the board here, I think I'm just gonna trade away this pick. Wow, left end speed rusher, pursuit, tackle. If he has crazy speed, oh my, give me Brendan Weber. Give me Brendan Weber all day. Oh, number 26, number 57 is not bad, but I need somebody that's a fucking baller. All right, our third round pick. Come on. I need something juicy. But our draft hasn't been bad so far. Just I need players that are studs. Anybody is a number 1 down here? No. Catching deep route. That's pretty good. No, he has to be faster than that. This middle linebacker looks good. We don't really need a middle linebacker though. It's a third. We're not gonna get a lot of value for him, so at this point, we might as well take the player. 69, number 60 and number 89. That's not bad. All right, we're probably just gonna sim the rest of this draft. All right, boys, in our make or break year, this is the squad we're rolling out. I think I might make a trade or two with our first round pick. We might see what we can get. Maybe if we put like, I don't know, like Eckler. I don't know what we could do. Maybe Eckler in a first for somebody. I would love to get another wide receiver that's sick. Maybe we get Michael Gallup in a first and we go up to somebody that's sick, that's like on a expiring contract, 1 year left, like a 95 overall maybe. We'll see. We need one more 90 overall, I think. 90 plus overall to compete. Right now all we have is Jair Alexander. Right now we're looking decent on the D-line. We have Blake on the outside corner. We have Jair on the other side. Then we have our boy Brian Weiss holding it down in the middle. The team looks solid. It's only an 85 overall though. So I'm going to get in my trading bag real quick. We're going to go all in on this season, man. Like I said, this is our 5th year, 2025. This is the year of the Jets Super Bowl ring right here. All right. So this is what we got. We sent out Michael Gallup. We sent out a first round pick. The Cardinals, I guess, are trying to rebuild. We get DeAndre Hopkins back. We needed a stud wide receiver to bring in, and I'm gonna see if I can make one more move or two. We'll see what's popping. All right. After further review, we have no other trading options. So this is what we're rolling with. Maybe I should have used that on the defense because our offense is already kind of goated at 88. But this is what we're working with. Let's get DeAndre Hopkins out there. Let's make sure he's out there. And we're gonna roll into midseason and see what we're made of. This is the year. I would love to hop in a game and play for you guys. I hope that we make the playoffs. I don't see how we don't, but all right, let's see what we're looking like at midseason. Let's see it.
Let's go.
Oh. All right, boys, we're 3-5. We're 3-5. I really don't know why we're still struggling. I don't know what the problem is here. It's just a lot of bag, man. Just upset, sad. Just a lot more mediocrity for the Jets. I thought I was gonna come in here and be able to turn things around. You would think an 86 overall team would do that. You would think so. What are we looking like in terms of? I swear to God, if Justin Fields is still not attempting the most pass attempts, or if he's still attempting like the least amount of pass attempts in the league, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't understand. Wow, we're 5th in offense. Okay. 5th in offense is a defense, that's a problem? 22nd in defense. And the trade window's already over? Trade window's already over. Alright, maybe there's a free agent or two that we can get on defense. Psych. There's nothing going on defense, or on free agency. So, we're 3-5. What's the division look like? 5-2. Alright, I mean, there's hope. There is hope that we make something of ourselves in these playoffs. Let's see. Not even going to worry about what we're signing.
Finish him.
It's Big Poppy Loaster, big racks only when they get step on the scene. Ain't nobody told ya. Off the bracelet, so I'm back to wildin' on these streets. Mrs. spinning Rovers, ball amazing Gucci sweaters hopping out of V's. So Mr. Or ASAP or up at ASAP. Tell you I'ma drop it for
I really don't understand what's going wrong. The team was meant to do better things.
And I don't know why the fuck God does this shit. You know what I mean?
All right, we didn't end up making the playoffs. What do the stats look like at the end of the season? Let's see it. Let's see it. Man, Justin Fields, 533 pass attempts this time. I don't understand. We got DeAndre Hopkins. Just bag, boys. I wanted to come out here, win a Super Bowl for you fucking guys. And I guess that's just what the Jets are. That's what the Jets are. We won't win the Super Bowl. Now, that's it. I wish, this is my first Madden video for you guys. I wish it was more fulfilling. I wish that it was better. I wish that we went out there, we won a fucking Super Bowl in 5 years. We didn't. And that's that. So, that's what we're working with. If you guys enjoyed it, regardless, the ups and downs of that franchise mode, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, the Discord is popping at all times. And that's all for today, folks. Usually on this channel, you're going to get fantasy football content. You're going to get football content, a little bit of basketball, a little bit of UFC. But today I wanted to hop on, do some Madden. This was still fun regardless to sort of go through, see what the Jets could look like year over year. But it's just what the Jets do. We're a mediocre team. Even in the sim, we have problems, but that's all we're at. And if you haven't already, make sure you follow me down below in the description at @RonStewart_ on Twitter. And I'll see you guys in the next one.